The year is 1991. The Penguins win the Stanley Cup. Double Impact and Out for Justice are released to theaters, and aliens continue to invade from space. This is Space Invaders 91. This is on the 16-bit Sega Genesis and looks wonderful. Love the music. It's deceptively easy for the first 2 rounds. After easing you into the gameplay and showing you some of the power-ups, making you think you've got a chance, this turns into one of the most brutal, unforgiving video games ever. Fans of the original should love this because it doesn't deviate that much from the arcade classic. They add some special weapons into the gameplay, and your cannon or your ship now has some shields, as well as some different and erratic enemy gunfire, but the core gameplay is left relatively unchanged. What makes this so brutal is that the aliens start each round practically sitting on your head. And just like in the original Space Invaders, you have to get rid of them before they touch the bottom of your screen or you lose. Let's watch level 4 here, which I consider to be one of the hardest levels. If I can make it through that bottom row, I'm in pretty good shape. If you don't shoot those guys quickly, they will touch the bottom of the screen before you know it. And I love the gameplay. It's a tough game. It's claustrophobic. Like, you're trapped underneath these guys, and there's gunfire coming at you from directly above and the sides when they start shooting diagonally and then throwing some homing missiles your direction. All the while, you're really being timed. You've got to get those aliens, or those invaders from space, off the screen. The special weapons do help. You want to try to shoot those UFOs when you can. That's some damn catchy music, and check it out, there's like Death Stars attacking you in this game. They brought back the shield concept, and you'll see some creative uses of that. I remember renting this way back in the day for my Genesis, and recently picked it up used. It's not one of the most affordable Genesis games. There probably were not that many of these made, but you can find a copy out there from $10 to $15 fairly easily, and it's a really solid addition to your collection if you like arcade games. These days, if they remade this, there would be a lot more blinking, flashing things, like the newer Space Invaders Extreme for Xbox Live, which is a terrific version of Space Invaders. Deep down, I do prefer the more traditional style from the actual arcade classic or the Atari 2600 version, and this one. I like this one a lot. $100 points? Come on! That's the biggest rip-off UFO ever. There are some really interesting weapon power-ups in this game, and I forget how long it keeps going. I'm way out of practice, but this is one that has some serious repeat gameplay because you do master the levels, and then of course you just keep playing and playing and playing. You can also continue. And look where the enemy starts. It's like you can just reach up and touch them. You should be able to punch them out of the air. Thank you, invaders from space, for destroying my cannon/spaceship once again. They do it every game. And never apologize, they just keep invading. And since these are 1991 aliens, you know they're huge Vanilla Ice fans. No matter how many times they invade, they always maintain composure. One could say that they're cool as ice. Maybe these invaders have their rag tops down so that their hair or space tentacles can blow in the vacuum of space, from which they are invading. I continued my game so you can see some of the later levels. I like the simple things, like the crater in the ground that makes your cannon shoot at a 45-degree angle. It's time to relive 1991 again. Break out your Color Me Bad and Roxette cassette tapes, pick a fight with your parents, and get sent to your room to play Space Invaders 91.